hold on. Sorry. So we're talking about fire and ice. Go ahead, Eva.
Okay, if he's talking about the world ending, why is it based off of fire and ice?
Okay. Alisha, no? Question? No?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Tony, what was your question?
Why would it be better to destroy the world with fire instead of ice?
Okay. All right.
What's the point of the world ending, and why would it end in fire or ice?
Okay. So you're asking why would it end at all?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So what should we talk about? What seems like a question, if those three questions, that will get us into this poem the best?
What was yours, Tony?
I said, why would it be better to destroy the world with fire instead of ice?
So Tony, are you suggesting that there's a preference that the poet has for what?
Because here it says, I hold with those who favor fire. Mm-hmm. But if you had to perish twice, then I would know enough to say that ice is also great.
I wonder if your question would be more easily answered if we answered Eva's question first. Because I think it's important to figure out what he's even talking about when he says fire and ice. That's kind of what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
So, can we agree? So our question is, what does the poet mean by fire and ice in terms of destruction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Destroying the world. Okay, so that's our question. So then, what does the text say about that? How does the text answer that question?
For ice, it says, to say that for destruction, ice, so I'm assuming war is some kind of destruction.
I think that's for fire. I think war is something that can, like bombing or something that can end the world with fire. But then I'm still struggling on what he means by ice.
So, I want to remind you, when somebody gives an idea, an opinion, say it back to them.
Sorry, what did you say?
See, but that's okay. Like, you missed it, but you recognize, yeah. Okay, so
No, I actually didn't hear it. Can you please?
yeah.
I think that by fire he means that a bombing or something will happen and like it will end.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what he means by ice.
Yeah, I think he means that because he says like.
Can you say back to Eva what she said before you give your idea?
Oh, okay. So, like, yeah, you think that there's going to be a bombing that will happen, like, for fire, but then you don't know what's going to happen for ice? Yeah.
All right, okay.
And then I think, like, because he's saying, I think you're right about, like, something with fire, because here it says, from what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So, like, there may be something actually happening with fire, because it comes in from the text right here. Yeah.
Can you explain that? I'm kind of confused.
Sorry, because like in the text it says, from what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So maybe something is gonna actually happen with fire, like a bomb or something that Eva said.
Well, I get what she's trying to say.
Oh, good. Maybe you can explain.
Okay, so what she's trying to say is, in the text he explains, I favored those, something with, what is it? I hold with those who favor fire. I think he's more of the side on fire. He agrees more that the world would end with fire rather than ice.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and that more people desire fire than ice.
Like more people think that the world will end with something that includes with fire.
Yeah.
Then it will end with something happening with ice.
Because yeah.
Is that how you read it, Tony?
I don't think he means more people, because it says, from what I've tasted of desire, and I hold with those who favor fire. He's saying there are people who favor fire, but he doesn't say anything about who has like more supporters of fire or ice.
I'm more concerned with what you said about more people desire fire.
Yeah,
I don't think it says people desire fire.
And it says that the poet desires fire.
Does it say he desires fire?
From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire.
Okay.
So it's like based on
Does that
his
mean
opinion.
that he desires fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
over ice, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're we're not understanding this word desire and how it's being used here. How do you read it, Jacob? That line, from what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire.
I hold with those means that he agrees, right? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, so he agrees with people who favor fire. Tasted of desire, I don't know necessarily if
What does that word mean to you, desire? What does that mean?
something that you want.
Something you want. Okay.
So he prefers the world to end with fire.
No. That doesn't mean that.
What? What does it mean?
Because he used desires,
I think
so doesn't
he
it
doesn't want
mean-
the world to end with fire.
What about-
He thinks that's how the world.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying. That's how. I was
Or
trying
he
to
just wants to be
word
on
it.
a winning team of what other people want.
But I'm hearing you saying he desires fire, and I'm saying it doesn't say that. That's not how he's using the word desire. He's not saying I desire fire.
Oh, from what I've tasted of desire.
What does that mean? From what I've tasted of desire. What does that mean?
Like what he's tried, like something that he wants, like what he's tried. I don't know how to
Something that he's.
Yeah, what he's tried.
What he's tried, and yeah, from his experience. So like, yeah, so he doesn't exactly desire it now that I'm seeing it, because he's just saying I've tasted of desire.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like that word experience. So I mean, maybe we could try putting that into our own words. You know, from what I've experienced of desire, like Jacob said, I agree with those who favor fire. Now, not favor. That doesn't mean prefer it as a way to blow up, but just who. If you're asking me the question, is it fire or ice that's going to end the world?
You choose fire?
I'd say fire. Why?
Yes.
Why is fire going to end the world?
Well, I mean,
It's, yeah.
What do you mean it's most likely?
Like a bomb or something.
Yeah,
But he doesn't say that he's tasted bombs.
I know, but he's tasted fire. And
Yeah.
No, he has not tasted fire.
from what he's tasted of desire.
Desire.
Yeah.
desire is completely different from fire.
Yeah.
Two different
Okay,
words. They may rhyme, but they're completely different words.
Well, but is there an association between desire and fire?
Not unless you desire fire.
Well, I disagree with you.
There's a rhyme.
Please, come on. If that's all there is, then this poem isn't even worth reading. The only thing that connects desire to fire is rhyme? There's got to be more than that.
I guess.
We want fire, and we also want our desires.
I don't want fire. You want fire?
Well, if we don't have fire, we can't live properly, or we couldn't have lived back.
But he's not talking about cooking meat. And
Well, I don't know, or heat or anything, man. Like, I mean, we kind of need fire to live our daily lives, right? I mean,
let's think about this word desire. I think you're missing something. Like,
Google it.
no, you don't need to Google it. We already know what it means. It means wanting something. But think about the places where you use that word. Where do you hear people use the word desire? What's
universities and colleges.
it? No.
When
No,
they
like when-
want,
yeah.
they want something, when they want to accomplish something.
Okay, do I say like I desire an apple?
No, you say like
Where does desire come in?
like I desire love, like it's something like
When you
that.
want to succeed in something.
Yeah.
I desire a future, a good future.
Yeah, I mean you can use it that way. You can use it that way, but I mean desire. When you think about desire, we're talking about like passion. You know, you said I desire love, right?
Like,
But to be filled with desire, like it's like
Filled with good things.
no, I'm talking about like passion.
you like want it so bad.
Yeah, you
it's
want.
your
That's
everything.
what I said when you want something.
Yeah, but it's not just wanting good
It's just
grades. It's wanting a person.
Okay.
Desire,
like, love,
passion,
right? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
romantic desire. But that also is like when you think about passion, you're thinking about heat, right? Like when you feel hot for someone. We use that expression
Your heart's
too.
warm for somebody.
Please, do you say that? You don't say that.
No, but I don't use.
There's
desire either.
have you ever heard the expression somebody's got the hots for somebody?
No.
It's kind of an old-fashioned way to say it. What do you mean when you say that so and so is hot?
You just say they have a crush on that person.
No, but
No.
do you ever use the word hot to describe someone you find
When you
attractive?
look at someone like famous person, you say they're so hot.
They're so hot.
Oh,
They're not actually hot, right? They
Yeah.
make you hot. That's the idea. And your temperature actually isn't like really, you haven't got a fever. No.
Yeah. Okay, I get where you're coming from.
So I mean, when I look at this, where is this? When I look at desire and fire, I see a relationship there in terms of heat.
Yeah, where a person is like really hot, so yeah, I get what you mean.
I mean, if you dissect it that much, I guess you
I
can
get
kind of
what
see
I
it.
understand.
I don't think that's dissecting it that much. I think that's taking the word at face value. You know, desire is not the same as wanting. He's a poet. He could figure out a way to use the word want in there. You know,
Passionate for.
what I've tasted, what if we changed it to what I've tasted of passion?
Dude, I thought this guy was trying to get the world to end the whole time or something.
Well, he is. He's not trying to get it to end, but he's talking about the end of the world. It says right there, some say the world will end in fire. Now, how's he making his mind up?
Because
because he's seeing
what's
someone-
his passion.
Well, what's his
Someone
experience been?
Like he's seen somebody hot for his desire.
What are the things that people are passionate about? I mean, you get passionate about a lover, but you get passionate about other things. You get passionate
About your hobbies? Like
I'm thinking more like causes, you know? Freedom, you know, march in the streets.
yeah.
Those are
To end for a good cause.
those are
Option.
well no, but
Opinions.
I mean, who wants the world to end? Anybody? I don't think anybody sets out to end the world.
Well, some really depressed people.
No. Like okay, you haven't studied any history, but do you know how World War I started?
Not really. Wasn't it Africa or something?
No, it was Serbia.
yeah, Serbians are crazy.
And the Archduke Ferdinand of Hungary was rolling through in an open carriage in Serbia, and Serbian rebels that wanted to... Are you hiding?
I'm yawning.
Serbian rebels that wanted freedom from Austria-Hungary assassinated the Archduke. And then Austria declared war on Serbia. And then, because of the other treaties, you know, other countries came to Serbia's aid, and that started World War I.
Ended by war.
But hold on. It was passion, it was desire, the desire for freedom, that cause that he had that led to that violence and years of destruction, right? So I mean, I agree with you. We associate fire with bombs, but before the bombs get dropped, there's a different kind of fire, and that's the fire in our hearts when we desire
Well, we want something.
this cause to be achieved.
Oh, so the war is caused by their desire.
I think we can say that. I think we can see the connection between, you know, those strong feelings that I get just personally with another person, just you and me, you know, an interaction, and on how we magnify that on a global scale.
So I guess the fire represents a motivation to do something that we're passionate about.
That is a really nice way to put that. Say that again. The fire is the
It
motivation.
represents the motivation that we have to do something that we're passionate about.
Okay, fine. So if that
That's deep, Tony.
that is a nice it's a nice summary of what we're saying. So if that's what fire is, then what's ice?
Oh, cold-hearted people.
Okay, tell us more. What do you see? What do you say? Why do you think that? What in the text suggests cold-hearted people to you?
Destruction of ice.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know enough of hate to say that the destruction of ice is also great.
It doesn't say the destruction of ice.
For destruction.
Ice is also great. Yeah, right.
So hate.
So hate is hate the opposite of passion,
Yeah.
desire?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because if passion is something you like, then hate is something you don't like.
Okay. Any thoughts about hate and ice? What's the connection?
It's cold.
Cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted.
What does that look like to you? Cold-hearted. What does that mean?
Someone's just not so nice and they're mean to everyone. So I guess they got a lot of hate. I guess if they're so mean and they don't treat you very kindly, how are you gonna feel towards them?
You know, I think it was my mother told me this, that the opposite of love wasn't hate, but indifference, right? Not caring.